Hello, everyone. I'm Allison. Hope you can hear me. I'm kind of going random live here from my weekly meltdown. It's been a minute, guys. I had scheduled a show tonight talking about the season finale of Yellow Jackets. Uh, can you check my audio on YouTube? I gotta have someone check my audio on YouTube. I apologize. Guys, I'm live right now. It's been a minute. I apologize again. I was gonna do a show tonight about Yellow Jackets with Rory, and we're gonna reschedule. We're probably gonna do it tomorrow. I don't know. Um, hey Matt, you know why I'm live, babe. You know. So those of you who really aren't too familiar, I live in Memphis, Tennessee, and this Memphis is God, I hope it doesn't go up in flames. Um, about over 2 years ago, a young man named Tyre Nichols was beaten by Memphis police officers. Okay, and the trial has been going on in Memphis, and thank you, Todd. I was checking my audio. And so 3 of the police officers were found not guilty on all charges. Yes, you're okay. I apologize, first of all, for the background of this video, because look, you know what? That's why I need Tyler here with me. I'm going to change the background. Although it kind of is fitting, if you ask me. I don't know what to do, and I can't do fucking balloons. Here, is that better? So guys, I'm a little disheveled. I'm upset. I'm angry. This is just such fucking injustice. And yeah, Allison's late to the party. Go figure. There's no justice when a black man is beaten in the South. It's nothing new. Same song, different channel. What the I don't know what the fuck is going on with I'm sorry. I'm on a rampage right now. I don't understand what is going on. I turn on my TV and this is going on. I got to mute my phone. I'm everywhere. I got people blowing me up because this is serious. This could cause a major deal in Memphis with something like this. But let me share a little bit of what is going on right now. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Can you guys see that? Why is it so fucking small? Why is it so small? Oh my God. Ooh, I better take my work stuff down. You know what? I'm done with live right now. Okay. So as you can see, jury finds ex-officers not guilty on all counts in traffic stop beating death of Tyre Nichols. Now, they are still guilty of their little federal charges, but let's just be honest. We'll just might as well send them to summer camp because that's not going to be the same as going to pound me in the ass prison. This is not good for this city. I am going to bring this up. WMC TV5.
In real estate, everything is in the details. Adobe Acrobat AI Assistant helps me confidently manage contracts so
I'm going to mute this. I'm all over the place. I don't go live like this, but
key details
we're going to listen to this verdict being read together.
It even identifies differences in contracts.
That's great. Next. Okay, can we skip now? Here we go.
The jury, without stating what the verdict is, as we've talked about before, the court is going to poll the jury to ensure that this is a unanimous verdict. Starting with juror number 1, this is your verdict, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, jury, without stating what the verdict is, as we talked about before, the court is going to poll the jury to ensure that this is a unanimous verdict. Starting with juror number 1, is this your verdict, ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Sir? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, polling the jury, having found that this is a unanimous verdict, the court will read the verdict as follows. In indictment 2300241, State of Tennessee versus Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, and Justin Smith.
I'm live right now.
The council would like to stand with their clients. The verdicts read as follows. Count 1, second-degree murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tadarius Bean, not guilty. Count 1. We, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty. Count 1. We, the jury, find the defendant, Justice Smith, not guilty.
I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
Count 2. Aggravated assault, acting in concert. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tadarius Bean, not guilty. Count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty. Count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant, Justin Smith, not guilty.
Unbelievable.
Count 3. Aggravated kidnapping with bodily injury. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tadarius Bean, not guilty. Count 3. We, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty. Count 3. We, the jury, find the defendant, Justin Smith, not guilty. Count 4. Aggravated kidnapping with a deadly weapon. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tadarius Bean, not guilty. Count 4. We, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty. Count 4. We, the jury, find the defendant, Justin Smith, not guilty.
Oh my God.
Count 5. Official misconduct,
Unbelievable.
unauthorized exercise of official authority. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tadarius Bean, not guilty. Count 5. We, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty. Count 5. We, the jury, find the defendant, Justin Smith, not guilty. Count 6. Official misconduct, refraining from performing a duty. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tadarius Bean, not guilty. We, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty. We, the jury, find the defendant, Justin Smith, not guilty. Count 7, official oppression. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tadarius Bean, not guilty. Count 7, we, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty. Count 7, we, the jury, find the defendant, Justin Smith, not guilty. All verdict forms have been signed by the foreperson. Attorneys, you can have a seat with your clients. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you have performed your duty. We appreciate the time and
Yes,
attention.
100% perform something.
We're
I
all
don't know if I
backyard
would
fun
call
for
it
the
duty.
leading online retailer of outdoor patio.
So, there. I can't make this shit up, y'all. This is where we're at. This is exactly where we're at right now. We're on CNN. 3 former Memphis police officers acquitted in fatal beating of Tyre Nichols after he fled a traffic stop. He fled a traffic stop. He fled an unnecessary traffic stop. In this incident, he had every right to run. What is going on? I really don't care what the explanation is. I don't want to hear a fucking thing out of any of these jurors. I don't want to hear a peep. This is ridiculous. This is 8.5 hours. A jury which appeared to be all white took about 8.5 hours over 2 days to find Darius. I'm not even going to say their names. The assholes who beat Tyre Nichols. Wow. Took 8.5 hours over 2 days to find them not guilty.
The radio is saying they're trying to start a race war because it's an all-white jury.
They're trying to start a race war because it was an all-white jury. What?
That's what they said on the radio.
Oh, Jesus. You know what? Look, y'all, this is Memphis, and people have checked in with me over this for the past 2 years, and that's why I'm here right now. But this young man was beat so bad. I watched the video. I watched the unfiltered, the unedited video. I watched it with my co-host Tyler. We watched it together. I watched this young man asking for his mother. He did nothing to deserve this. Nothing. How are they not guilty? You yanked that man out of his car. You pepper sprayed him. You hit him with a taser. 5 of you. 5 of you. And you lied about it. And you covered it up. But you're not guilty? You're not, yes, honey, I'm yelling. I'm sorry. My husband's having to, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I don't know what else you need. I don't know what else you need. An out-of-town jury is what this is. Yeah. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Okay, I don't think this is I can't, my husband was telling me on the way home on the radio that some people were saying that there's a race war. Somebody's trying to ignite a race war. Honey, this is Memphis. This is one of the most highly emotionally charged, racially sensitive cities on the map. We don't need this shit. We all need to come together right now. I can't believe this shit. I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention to the comments. Of course. You could, I get it, Matt. I really do. That you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't in this day and age. I understand that. A prosecutor said the officers beat Nichols out of frustration. They were part of the Scorpion unit, which was immediately disbanded and torn apart because of their conduct. I can't. He was resisting arrest. I cannot relay to you, and don't come at me with, oh, well, you only saw certain parts of the video. No. I sat through the whole thing. I owed it to the city I live in. I owed it to the platform I'm sitting on right now to speak truth. Not only watch what was convenient for me to watch. That is the problem with this country. That has been the problem for a really long time in this country. Okay? I'll tell you right now, we only watch what's convenient for us. We only want to see what we can believe with our own eyes. It's too much to really sit back and watch the truth. It's too much. I can't handle it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I get it, but sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to. And I'm a mother. I have a son. I have 2 grandsons. I don't know what I would do if I saw video of my son or my grandsons being beat to death, covered in their own urine and shit with blood everywhere, reaching for help, and their hand being kicked away and laughed at. I don't know what I would do. What would you do? Memphis is going to burn. Do y'all understand that? I am praying it doesn't. But this is a bad fallout. We don't have leadership. I'm sorry. Memphis does not have true, honest to God leadership. We got nothing over here. We got nothing. My heart goes out to Tyre Nichols' family. I'm kind of I'm speechless. I don't really understand what happened here today. I'm not a police officer. Okay, I don't understand the day-to-day frustrations that go with being a cop. I don't understand. Okay, I don't understand what it's like to be a Black police officer. I don't understand what it's like to be a Black man in this country. I don't understand what it feels like to be a mother and a grandmother and a daughter and a wife. And I'm disgusted with this judicial system, because what did they allow these jurors to see? What information? Did they get all the information? What did they get? This is 2025. We live in an era with cameras, social media, with everything everywhere. You can't get away with anything. And I'm sitting here thinking, you have all the evidence in the world. I remember the LA riots, watching it on TV. I remember when the Rodney King video was released. I remember I was in high school when the verdict was read. I remember the disgusting racist comments made by backwards white people around me. And I just thought to myself, where am I? And that piqued my curiosity. What is happening in this world? And that was a day and time where we didn't have social media. We didn't have cameras. We didn't have all of this stuff to help. Would the outcome have been any different? I don't know. I remember, I think his name was, during the LA riots, I remember a man, I think his name was Reggie something, I can't remember, a white man in a truck in LA was yanked out and beaten almost to death and was saved by a black man. And people were more interested in talking to that white guy than they were Rodney King or anybody else. I'm not okay with the state of the world right now. I'm not okay knowing that anyone can be pulled over like this. Watch the video. Watch it. He did nothing wrong. If Tyre Nichols had stopped running, the outcome would have been the same. They still would have beat the shit out of him. It doesn't matter. I cannot believe this is happening. I don't even give a shit about their little federal charges. Not guilty. He's dead because of what you did, but you're not guilty. Nah, you're guilty. These guys are going to have to go into witness protection because they're not going to be able to walk around Memphis. That's not going to happen. Memphis is already imploding. This is just not going to help it. Because like I said, we have no leadership here. Memphis has no leadership. We have no leaders. We're a joke. Memphis is a joke. We got nothing here. We have no positive role models. No wonder we got smash and grabs and all the violence and people get shot up every day. There's no leadership here. There's no accountability. There's just irresponsible bullshit. And now we're sitting here and the 3 ex-cops found not guilty in the state trial. Please tell me there's another trial coming. Please tell me there's something else on the agenda. Because this is an absolute. I live in a city and state that is still living with the 1950s mentality. The things I hear when I am standing in line in Walmart and Target and other places, the things I hear people say, it's disgusting. I'm not proud to be from the South right now. I'm not proud to be a Memphian right now. I'm not proud to have this Southern draw right now. I live in a city and a state where it's okay for a young man to really run for his life. I live here where police officers can beat the shit out of him and laugh at him as he reaches for help while he's down the street from his mother. For what? Because you're frustrated? You know what? I don't need to understand you. I don't need to understand your life as a Memphis police officer. I don't need to understand it. What you did was wrong. There's special places in hell for people like you. You will be there. You will go there. So enjoy your heaven on earth while you got it now. I'm speechless. I'm sorry, guys. I don't really know what I can offer no comfort to anyone. But we got to open our eyes to everything. not just what's convenient and appropriate and what makes us comfortable. We have to open our eyes to all of it. You can't just pinpoint what you want to support anymore. You kind of got to go all in. Like I said, I don't want to hear what this jury has to say. I don't want to see the Dateline NBC interviews because they're going to get paid $10,000 each for it, and I got nothing for you on that. And that's a fact. Look it up. They get paid. They get paid. You know, we got a mayor who literally won the election because there's really no one qualified running against him. What's he going to say? What's he going to say? He's not saying it. There's nothing to say. We need to come together, Memphis. Yeah, we sure do. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's see what social media has for us right now. I'm gonna go to Facebook. Let's see. Let's look up hashtags. Okay, I'm going to share my screen here again. I'm getting really good at this sharing screen stuff. Let's see. So I'm going to share my Facebook. I'm kind of curious. I just looked up the hashtag of Tyre Nichols on Facebook because I kind of want to see where everyone's head's at because mine's not in a good place right now. Yep. State Representative Antonia Parkinson says, although we watched the horrific death of Tyre Nichols unfold before our eyes, a jury found the former police officer is not guilty. All I can think is that, oh yeah, I can't. Mama Nichols, or Miss Wells, I'm so sorry. They got away with it. They got away with it. They really did. Yeah. Look at those stories. Make me sick. Yeah, we deserve better. He deserved better. Harmless. He was harmless. He was an artist. Loved to skateboard. Had a child, a baby at the time. Oh my God. It's just, yeah. Yeah. Yes, the city failed you and your family. Absolutely. Are y'all surprised? You know, I really am. And maybe I'm just because I'm a gullible white girl. I don't know. I really thought with all the evidence, I mean, the physical evidence, not even misconduct. You're right. Not even misconduct. Seriously. Yep, they sure did. Look at all this. Yeah. You know what? I need to look up those federal. It says the federal charge is going to hit harder. I hope so. I hope so. We need to look up that. Uh-huh. Yeah. This poor man's family. I wonder what the justice for Tyre says. Let's see. Let me find that right. Justice for Tyre Nichols. Let's look up this hashtag. Why am I showing up? Why am I on a game with Oculus from 3 years ago? Makes no sense. Oh, let's see. Thank you guys for watching. I am beside myself. I'm kind of speechless. There I am again. Giving my cat a breathing treatment. There I am again. Why am I coming up with it? Let's see. Not guilty of second-degree murder. Not guilty of aggravated assault. Not guilty of aggravated kidnapping with bodily injury. Not guilty of count 4 aggravated kidnapping with deadly weapon. Not guilty of official misconduct, unauthorized authority. Not guilty of official misconduct, refraining from duty. And not guilty of official oppression. I need a lawyer on this show with me right now. I'm serious. I need this to be explained to me. How? How? Look at this shit. Look at it. Look at all that. I can't make this up. What? How? This is dumb. Oh, look. Okay, that's all I got right now. I don't know what else to say, guys. Let's hope those federal charges hit harder. Let's hope that they do some serious time with that, and hopefully it's not a federal resort. I don't know much about federal prisons, so I'm very ignorant to this whole process. I'm just upset because I live in Memphis and I actually took the time to watch the video. I actually support Tyre Nichols and his family, and I am sickened, disgusted, and saddened by this bullshit verdict that I believe was made out of nothing but fear. If you agree with this verdict, please, let's be respectful and comment. I'm open to any and all. I'm open for some debate, some mature debate, but I'm just curious why you would agree with the not guilty verdict. Okay. I need to know. I need to know. So, I wish I had some more insight. This is kind of just a pop-up live stream I'm doing right now. But yeah, the 3 douchebags that beat up Tyre Nichols to death for no reason other than they were frustrated and stupid and lied about it and hid it and falsified documents and their reports and everything else were found not guilty today of everything. He's dead. Would somebody like to explain to me how Tyre Nichols is dead? Would someone like to explain to me how that man is dead? Would someone like to explain to me why they didn't just stop? Please. This is sad. This is sick. And I pray for this city. I pray for his family. I pray for all of them. I'm a Christian woman, but I am not praying for those 3 dickheads. Not today, Satan. No. Actually, not today, Jesus. I ain't doing it. Jesus, you have to take the wheel on this one because mine ain't got no brakes, and it's got a mind of its own. This dog don't hunt in these woods. There's no explanation that'll ever be good enough for this. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really kind of going in circles here. Comment below, please. I may do another show about it. Just comment below. Let me know how you're feeling. Let's check in with each other. This is not okay. This is not. I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm not a civil rights person. I'm not a senator. I'm not a congressman. I don't have a job right now. I'm just a woman that grew up in the South, and I want to make a difference, and I want this to end, and I want justice just like everyone else. And my heart is completely broken. Anyone who has ever watched the video and saw what this man went through, the unedited version, because do not give me, they only showed us what we needed to see. No, we saw the whole thing, all of it. I don't care if he ran a red light. I don't care if he rolled at a stop sign. I don't care what he did, because it didn't deserve that. That no one deserves that. That is ridiculous. This is sad. This country is out of control, y'all. We are off the Richter. We're off the scales. We're running around. We're a crazy horse. We're out of the stable. We're running wild. We're running free, and we're crapping and shitting everywhere, and nobody can catch us and put us back in the stable. It's insane. My email is memphisdarling@gmail.com. Send me an email. Comment below. Tell me how you feel. I want to support. I want to support. I want y'all to know. What can I do? Someone tell me. What can I do? Who can I talk to? I want to make a difference. I'm done sitting here being a muted voice in the South, being alone in the South, listening to bullshit that I don't believe in. So tell me what I can do. Who I need to talk to. Comment below. All right. Please like and subscribe my weekly meltdown. You'll get notifications when we go live. I will be covering Yellow Jackets season 3 finale recap with Rory, I think, tomorrow. Who cares? You know, yeah, come here, baby. Even JoJo. Look at this cat. JoJo, are you okay? JoJo checking on Mama. He's not okay, man. He's not. Are you okay? My poor baby. He's not. We're not okay. We're not. Okay. Well, I'll be back, to talk about the important things, like we might be getting Big Brother 27 in June. If Joe goes home tonight on Survivor, I might riot. And Handmaid's Tale is really on a roll this season for its last season. And for the record, the Righteous Gemstones were not canceled. Danny McBride said 4 seasons was enough. So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to look on the bright side, people. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.